Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cat and Beats, and welcome to episode number 5, where we're going to be mixing vocals with Ableton 10.1. So, if you've just joined, hello. Check out the previous videos as well, so that you know how everything else went. Right now, we're at the vocals, and the vocals currently sound like this. So there needs to be a little bit of work done there. First off, just on the placement, as you heard, some of the EEs and the AAs are placed wrong. And with wrong, I mean it's like one of them is just like and it's just waiting. So let's just call this E A and have a little listen to which one it could possibly be, and we could probably put this on as well and just have a listen like that. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's one that was just placed a little bit sloppy. So we're just gonna make sure that that one's okay. There's probably another one that's placed a little bit, there it is, sloppy. And probably another one that's placed a little bit sloppy. Here she is. Okay, let's now have a listen to it again and listen to just the vocals. Everything starts nicely on the one. Okay, that makes me happy. Okay, so now we've set that, let's just better EQ presets. I don't really know why this is a preset, but okay, let's just delete that. Flange. Okay, let's leave flange on. Not really sure what it does, but it kind of spaces us out left and right, so that's kind of nice. Let's EQ that. I don't want to have any low-end issues. Well, it's already like sampled, so I don't really see a point of really mixing this too much. The only thing I really wanted to do is just bounce with the track, so I'll use the same LFO tool thing that I made earlier, and I'll just use it on here. And then there's a tiny little flaw in this machine, and that is that, one second, let me just delete this. That is that if you take this little ball and you move it over to the right, you can actually get the first transient to come back in, which is kind of cool in this type of music, that when the first but the first one sits on that kick, it's quite nice. And in this genre, it's just cool to have. So listen to what it does with it on. You hear that bam, bam, bam every single time. That's just kind of nice. That's only because of that little ball. If you move it more to the left, then you just get yep, yep, yep instead. So I kind of want the E to be with the kick. Next up, what I want to do is just have a little image out because we can. The thing is, the track is so wide with that chord that I kind of need to make sure that everything is all smushy everywhere. So let's just put that in. Just a little bit, just to push it out to the side, just a tad. Give some volume. Let's maybe back off of this thing, because it might be a little bit over the top. I'm already kind of okay with that. There's nothing really I need to do to make that sit better. I'm gonna put up a reverb in a little bit, but for now, let's just focus on this girl saying sorry, because we can do a lot more with that. I love me an apology. So let's sorry, that sounds so messed up. So let's just take sorry here and do the cool trick that the cool kids do. Sorry. So in this genre, at least maybe I'm late or something, but I know that doing a -12 can sound pretty good. So let's just do that over on these tracks and open them all up, and then click on complex, and then on -12, and then it sounds like this. That sorry. But that's a pretty cool little thing to have, which you can slide in underneath the normal sorry, because then you have that cool sound. So when I slide it in underneath, let's make sure that when we slide it in underneath that we get that sorry all the way on the side. It's just for that extra little flavor in there. Let's try to balance out this sorry and the other sorry all together. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that yet, because I think the sorry is like the main hook of the track. So when people are dancing to it, they're gonna say sorry, and then nobody, they're gonna go quietly to themselves, but they're gonna go sorry really loudly. So that means that we can't really do that same boots and cats type of thing, because that sorry really has to bounce on through. So I will just put it on a little bit to see what it does. Okay. Oh, let's just put it in just a tad. Let's push a little bit more of that low and in. Oh, a little bit more. So it's just a little bit cool, and I'm also going to sample delay that a bit so that it starts just a little bit later or earlier, just to really make sure that you can hear it. Cool, I'll be happy with that, sorry. Apology accepted. So now overall, I want to have some sort of compression going on, because this is gonna just pop out too much. So let's just use a glue compressor to glue it together. So we'll glue it together with this bad boy. Let's make slow attack, also slow release, and ratio 4:1 is fine. I'll push back on it just so that you get about 1 dB of compression overall, and then when this girl goes, please don't give away, I want about -4 dBs of compression. So. Now I'm using a slow attack and release setting just so that the compression stays relatively transparent. I don't want it to go like whap and then smack something down, because nothing really extreme is going on. She's saying sorry, she's being quiet about it. It's not a shouting match, so we don't have to put like a really fast attack on that. But that sounds so wrong in so many ways. Anyway, don't attack if you're in a fight. Jesus Christ. All right, so let's just take a reverb overall as well, and let's make the girl have a little bit of space when she says sorry. And because right now it's really like up, boots and catsy. I'm thinking if we put this pre-fader, pre-effect, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to push into that together. Decay time, I'll put a little bit longer just to see how that feels. And then I'll put an EQ behind just to make sure that it's in the ballpark of where I want it to move around. So I'll just do this and place it here-ish. I don't have too much low and rumble because that is going to take up a lot of that stuff. So I'll push that down a bit. And I don't want too much top end. because there are so many EEs and AAs over there to begin with again. So let's just push into that full wet and see how that sounds for a second. I think that sounds really nice. A little bit of reverb there. Let's just also make sure that that's the right color so that the reverb is for the vocal. Let's also set a little bit of ping pong delay on the sorry so that the sorry has a bit of a throw to it. So it's sorry-ish. Maybe we shouldn't do that because the E is already there. But anyway, I want to have a delay regardless. So let's just put on a delay. I want a delay, god damn it. So take that, let's make that yellow as well. Put the dry wet, full wet. Let's put it on triplets because it's going to be dope. And let's maybe put a little throw somewhere, a sneaky little throw. Let's just have a look. Let's put this here and see, maybe we can do this. Yeah, that ain't not gonna work. Okay, maybe we can put it on something else. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's bounce that in there as well, just to have that little bit of air crap going on, and then we'll heavily sidechain that, and see how that sounds. It might be good, it might be terrible. Yeah, I think that will work actually. I think we're actually already there. I'm going to just put this little ozone imager on the overall group here. Not only there. And I think with that, we already have mixed these vocals. Yeah, it's just turn down this a little bit. Minus 1 dB, but that's it. That's all I will do to these vocals to make it sound all right. It's fitting in the mix. The only thing I want to do from last time is I want to up this. This is not doing enough for me. It needs to have more frequency. So you can only figure that kind of stuff out once you've put the vocals in. You kind of always have to go back once you've put the vocals in. But let's just bounce that up a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Quite an easy one, to be honest. So, I hope you've enjoyed this little session. If you want to see more of this stuff, make sure to check out the rest of the playlist. Please also subscribe so you can see when I upload another video. And if you want to be a true nerd, come over to Patreon. There you will be able to download this file once it's completely mixed. And there's also a whole bunch of videos and topics that we go over and we get our nerd on, and I can also go over your songs and this and that. So it's a fun time. So please come over. You really help out the channel a lot. So yeah, that's it. Much love. Take care. See you guys next week.